Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's B Milton, welcome back to Redskins Review. Today I have a video about something I'm sure you guys have been hearing about in the media here recently. The contract talks with Kirk Cousins, and whether or not, you should worry about it and all this and that, man. Listen, jump right into it, man. We don't have to worry about the contract talks with Kirk Cousins, and the media keeps hyping it up like, oh, there's a problem between the Redskins and Kirk Cousins' agent and Kirk Cousins. I mean, come on, man. If you've seen any interview with Kirk Cousins, you understand that he's a genuinely nice guy. He doesn't seem like he would be out for the money and this and that, man. He's somewhat of a simple guy. He's not the one sitting here bartering for more money. It's his agent, and that's what his agent gets paid for. Kirk Cousins, I'm sure, wants to be a Redskin next year. The Redskins are the team that gave him his start. The Redskins are the team that drafted him, believed in him. I'm sure he wants to be a Redskin, man. And yeah, there may be some discrepancies. It's still early in the process of giving him a deal and things like that. And everyone here knows that I'm a huge Kirk Cousins fan, but the thing is, we don't have to worry, man. We have a great GM, and our GM knows what's best for our team, and he's gonna get shit done. And I've seen an interview with General Manager Scott McClellan. I've seen an interview with him talking about, hey, if we really need to, we want to get a long-term deal done with Kirk Cousins, but if we need to, the franchise tag is there, and we will use it if we need to. So don't fucking worry, man. Do not worry about Kirk Cousins leaving our team. He is not going to leave. We would not allow him to leave, which, whether it's good or bad, thinking you're like holding a player against their will on our team, regardless, Kirk Cousins is not leaving our team. We will franchise tag Kirk Cousins, keep him on the team. Sure, we will probably pay him about $20 million for 1 year next year, but it's kind of like a prove it type of thing. And like I was getting into just a second ago, everyone here knows I'm a huge Kirk Cousins fan. I want Kirk Cousins here on our team for a long time, but the Redskins have been duped too many times in the past. The Redskins have paid way too much money for people that do not deserve the money. Now, you guys know that I'm on record saying a million times that Kirk Cousins is our future and this or that, and I'm still pretty positive about that, man. But the thing is, Scott McClellan knows, man. If we're not going to get a deal done, we're going to franchise tag him and see what he does next year, and then based off of what he does next year, then we're going to give him that long-term deal and see how much money we deserve to give him. But let's not stray away from what Kirk Cousins has done this year, man. He deserves to be fucking paid somewhat, because he's shown every player, they get judged by their progression, man. And last year, if you watched the Redskins football last year, you saw every single game Kirk Cousins got better and better and better and better, dude. He did. Now, and that was with Kirk Cousins not having a full, off season. He did not go through the off season and get the first string reps as a quarterback. He did, RG3 was still the first string quarterback at that time. So Kirk Cousins didn't even have a full offseason. The first few games, the first 3, 4, 5, 6 games of last year, where it was basically his fucking offseason. It was basically him getting in groove and learning shit that getting his first string reps with the first string guys. That was it. And then you saw him get into his groove. And his last 10 games, he threw 23 touchdown passes with 3 interceptions. 3 interceptions. This is nothing to fucking joke about, man. We are not going to let Kirk Cousins go. Do not worry about what happens with Kirk Cousins this year. Now, next year, we do need Kirk Cousins to keep progressing. We need him to play how he's played. He was a top 10 quarterback in the NFL this year. I believe he was number 9 or so. Might have even been better than that, man. That's no fucking joke. He played better than Aaron Rodgers, fucking Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. He played better than Drew Brees. He played better than all these other guys who are quote unquote elite. Some of them are elite, and he played better, man, and he stayed healthy. He showed great signs of improvement, learning the system, figuring it out, showing that he has the ability to throw the ball, showing he has the ability to even run the ball. He fucking, what does he had, 5 rushing touchdowns or 5, 6? I mean, he can run the ball when we need him to. He can. It's going to be a little bit harder for Kirk Cousins next year. And don't get me wrong, dude. Kirk Cousins is still. People. It's so mind-blowing to me that people expect a quarterback to jump in the NFL, start with the first string, and just be Aaron Rodgers. And just be fucking, I don't know, like Tom Brady or something. You know what I mean? Like there is time it takes. And Kirk Cousins is still going to have growing pains, man. Yeah, he's everyone wants to say, oh, he's not a fucking rookie or this or that, but he has rookie experience, man. He didn't start with our first string guys fucking just about not even 2 full seasons. He didn't play even 2 full seasons yet. So don't expect Kirk Cousins to be perfect next year. You cannot go into next year and just blindly believe, that Kirk Cousins is going to be fucking Tom Brady next year or Aaron Rodgers next year. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm the biggest Kirk Cousins fan out there, and I'm smart enough to realize Kirk Cousins is still a young quarterback. The experience he has playing as a starter in the NFL is very short still, and people need to understand that it does take progression, it does take time, but Kirk has shown everything he needs to show, man. He's shown that he can grasp a system, he's shown that he can throw the ball, he's shown that he can settle down in the pocket, be the guy that we need him to be, and we need to pay him fucking money, dude. We need to pay him, and I don't have a problem with paying him $20 million next year. We were going to pay RG3 $16 million next year. So, I mean, come on. Pay Kirk the extra $4 million, and let's get this done. And then after that, we figure out whether Kirk can still show that he deserves to be a starter, which everyone here knows that I believe he will, and I'm pretty positive he's going to prove that he deserves to be a starter in this league. And he's got our locker room. Everyone, Chris Baker, Pierre Garçon, all these guys in the locker room are sitting here tweeting out and everything to the Redskins organization. Pay this man. He obviously he's got the respect of all the other players, man. He got the team together, and he's a selfless leader, man. He's a great guy. You couldn't ask for a better person, and you couldn't ask for a better quarterback. But yeah, we need to pay this guy, and I don't have a problem with $20 million next year. And then after that, based on how he does next year, the progression he shows next year, then we base that year off of through a full year. We sit there and we go, okay, now for a long-term deal, 5-6 year deal or something like that, what should we pay this guy? We can't really effectively do that right now, and Scott McCloughan isn't. He's definitely not going to overpay Kirk. Scott is just smart. He's just smart, man. And like I said, even though you guys know I'm a huge Kirk Cousins fan, and I believe he is our future, even I'm smart enough to understand. Kirk played really well in his last 10 games. We need to make sure before we go, spending the fucking bank again, dude. Before we go giving up all these picks for somebody. Before we go spending $100 million on somebody. You know what I mean? The Redskins have just been duped too many times, man. And even though you have a great player, great person like Kirk Cousins, we just can't get duped again, man. And Scott McCloughan, he's going to make sure we don't. So, yet again, don't fear. We have Scott McCloughan. He's going to handle it all. I watching Scott McCloughan in interviews and stuff recently, man, that guy is, he's even better than I thought, man. If you hear him talk, he's just all over it, man. And he's down to earth, and he knows what, he doesn't bitch around. He doesn't pussyfoot around, man. He gets shit done. He's straightforward. He'll tell you what he thinks and all that. But yeah, just There's always got to be some controversy, man. Always got to be some controversy with the Redskins. Why is it always with the Redskins? So even on NFL Facebook page, they got shit on there talking about Kirk Cousins breaking off contract, talks with the Redskins. Everyone fucking knows. Every single person working for the NFL, every fan, all you guys out there, you should know, and just everyone who's a football fan should know the Redskins will never, ever let Kirk Cousins walk out of our fucking door after what he just showed. Do you know how slim, how hard it is to find a good quarterback in NFL these days? It's we have to pay money, but and then I still see on Facebook, man, I still see people on Facebook sitting here doubting Kirk Cousins. I still see people who are Redskins fans sitting here saying, "Oh, Kirk, he played a few good games, and he never beat a winning team, a team with a winning record. He never did all this or that." There's still people out there doubting Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins just took the Redskins to the playoffs with a defense that gave up 4.8 yards per carry. Every single time that a running back touched the football on the opposite team last year, they averaged 4.8 yards a carry, almost 5 fucking yards every time they rushed the ball. And Kirk Cousins took that defense with no run game. We had no fucking run game. All we had was the threat of a run game. We never gave up on the run. Although most of the times we ran the ball, we didn't get 1-2 yards. Which was smart on McVay and smart on Jay Gruden for not giving up on the run. You can't pass. Everyone knew Kirk Cousins was going to pass the ball, but they still had to sit down and look out for the run game, because although we didn't get many yards while we were running, we still attempted to run the ball. So that was smart. That's what kept Kirk Cousins going. And goddamn, if we had a run game and we had a defense. I'm not trying to shit on our defense too much, man. They had a good amount of turnovers last year, and you could definitely tell that, it's so cliche to say, the culture has changed on a team or whatever. Everyone in the NFL always says that. But you could really tell that our defense and our entire team last year, it really seems much different than a few years ago, man. And we need to stock up on this draft. Stop worrying, man. Stop worrying, dude. We got Scott McCloughan. Kirk Cousins isn't going anywhere. I'm going to make a whole nother draft video, so I don't want to get too much into the draft here, but if we get certain pieces on defense, maybe another, we need a left guard or, a little bit of offensive line depth, and a bunch of shit on defense, and then maybe a tall wide receiver, maybe another tight end. Whether Niles Paul will be back next year healthy, it really depends. But I'm not worried. Don't worry. Scott McCloughan's on top of it. Just wait and see. I promise you, Scott McCloughan's gonna handle it. If you don't believe me, go look at some interviews of Scott McCloughan on maybe YouTube or the Redskins channel. I have PlayStation 4 and I watch, there's like NFL app. I'm sure you could get it on your phone. Go on there and then you go to teams and then you find the Redskins and you watch their like recent videos or something like that, and you can see Scott McCloughan talking, and then you'll be like me. You'll be calm, not worried about shit, not feeding into all the bullshit that the media is putting on the Redskins right now about Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins doesn't want to be a Redskin. He doesn't like what they're going to try to pay him and all this, that. Everyone knows Kirk Cousins wants to be here. Everyone knows Kirk Cousins is a good guy. Everyone knows it's just agents talking to, other agents, and it's business, man. It's just, but there's always got to be some uproar or some fucking some problem with the Redskins, man. I don't understand. So let's not play into it. So that's the end of the video. But also tonight on my other channel, Be Militant. My other YouTube channel. If you guys want to win a free video game, go over there on that channel. I have my latest video over there. It's called Giveaway, free video game giveaway or whatever. Watch that video. I'll explain to you how you can win a video game. I'm gonna gift it to you for free. All you have to do is comment a joke, and whoever comments the best, funniest joke wins the contest. It's really not hard. If you want to check out win a free video game, go over to my other channel, watch that video. I explain everything in there more in depth. It ends tonight. It ends today. I'm gonna stop it at midnight tonight. So hopefully, it sucks I didn't give you guys as much of a warning as I did on the other channel. But if you're subscribed over there, then you know. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Got a lot of draft shit. I have some other video ideas for videos I'm gonna be making, but primarily the draft. Let me know what you guys want to. If you have a topic you want to hear me talk about, let me know in the comments. I'll try to talk about it or make a video about it. And also draft. Some of you guys have been giving me people to look up in their draft. I still need to get on top of that. And yeah, there's gonna be some draft videos coming soon. But I'm B Militant. Hail to the Redskins. Peace out.